New tonight, we're getting reaction from Governor Dan McKee to the drop in Rhode Island's standardized testing scores. Good evening, I'm Mike Montecalvo.
And I'm Shannon Heggie. As we've been reporting all day, the impacts of distance learning and the pandemic were evident in the results of the exam known as the RICAS. Students scored lower this year in math and English than they did before the pandemic. 12 News reporter Kim Kalunian is here now with what the governor had to say.
Rhode Island's education commissioner said she wasn't surprised by the toll the pandemic took on kids' test scores, a sentiment that was echoed by Governor McKee. RICAS test results released Thursday show only a third of test takers were proficient in English and only 20% were proficient in math, both categories slipping from their 2019 levels. Governor Dan McKee says he's not surprised.
Well, I think we can do better. But I would not, I'm not panicking over the fact that our kids, many of our students were home doing virtual learning. It's not the same as in the classroom learning. That's why our teachers are so important face to face with our kids.
McKee says it's another example why he prioritized teachers to get the COVID vaccine and launched a new Test to Stay pilot program in Westerly this week to keep more kids in their classrooms. Being in class or having access to tools like a computer at home was critical for third graders at Barrington's Soham School, one of the few outliers that saw an increase in their math scores.
The teachers were great at making sure the kids had the materials at home as well as for the kids that were in school.
Of course, it wasn't just Rhode Island students who were dealing with the impacts of distance learning. While Ocean State students still lag behind their counterparts in the Bay State, Massachusetts saw their test scores slip too. Governor McKee says the scores provide a baseline and a jumping off point for improvement, which he says is only possible through an all-in effort by parents, students, and school staff.
We also feel as though that the revenues, the dollars that are coming in from Washington that we started talking about this conversation are going to be critical in order for us to advance in many areas, including the recovery of learning of our students in the state of Rhode Island.
And right now on WPRI.com, my colleague Steph Machado has an in-depth report on the RICAS, PSAT, and SAT test scores, including some interactive charts where you can see how your child's school did on these tests. I'm Kim Kalunian, 12 News.